It's the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome video of which Cedar Fair aerodynamics looping coasters could be removed, and a possible way to save these roller coasters. I'm going to be telling you the aerodynamics coasters and how good or bad they are, and then I'll say a possible way to save these coasters. Number 1 is Anaconda at King's Dominion. This coaster has some decent inversions and a decent layout, decent height. It's one of those decent coasters. It could be one of the best coasters in the park, like top 5 in the park, but it's very rough. And a lot of people want this removed. I wouldn't mind this coaster being removed for another coaster. And a lot of people don't really like this coaster. Number 2 is Corkscrew at Michigan's Adventure. This is one of the oldest looping coasters out there. It's a decent coaster, but the problem with this coaster is that it's very rough. When I rode this coaster, it was very rough, and the inversions weren't that great because it was rough. If this coaster was glossy smooth, it would probably be the second best coaster in the park, behind Shivering Timbers. Number 3 is Corkscrew at Valleyfair. This is an okay coaster. I'm just guessing that the first inversion, the vertical loop, is good, and then the corkscrews are not that great. But this is a decent coaster. Number 4 is Corkscrew at Cedar Point. This is an okay coaster as well as the Corkscrew at Valleyfair. This is actually the first coaster to have 3 inversions, and I think it's an okay ride. I'd probably give it a 4 or a 5 out of 10. The vertical loop seems like the best part of the ride, and the corkscrews are okay. And it's not the smoothest ride, which causes some head bashing. I wouldn't mind this coaster being removed at Cedar Point, but it'd be nice if they could renovate it. Number 5 is Vortex at Kings Island. This coaster actually has a very strong layout, in my opinion. And a lot of people really like this coaster. This coaster features 6 inversions, the first coaster to have 6 inversions, with 2 vertical loops, a double corkscrew, and a bat wing. And this coaster seems like a very good ride, in my opinion, except it's kind of rough. Number 6 is Carolina Cyclone at Carowinds. This is an okay aero coaster. It may be a bit rougher on some parts, but it's decent on some parts. Like, I'm guessing that the vertical loops are fun, but the corkscrews aren't. Number 7 is Demon at California's Great America. This coaster's similar to the Demon at Six Flags Great America, and it has some okay stats and 4 inversions, which at the time this coaster was created, it was a pretty high amount, but now it's kind of average. And number 8 is Dragonfire at Canada's Wonderland. This is another coaster with 4 inversions, 2 vertical loops, 2 corkscrews. And now I'm going to tell you how these coasters can be restored. How to save these coasters. I can imagine RMC can renovate the coasters with this T-Rex track, with new restraints, new trains like lap bar type restraints with RMC type trains. I could see them putting new B&M trains with vest restraints on these aero coasters, or the new Carolina Cobra type trains with 0 headbanging with those vest restraints, or a new color scheme and new trains for their anniversary years with number 5 or number 0 at the end, or something like that. Like if the Corkscrew came out in 1976, it could be the 50th anniversary, or the 45th anniversary, something like that. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.